if we had a nice little bungalow, and you was inside and I was outside trying to get in, or inside trying to get out. Oh no, I was in. You was up. You were inside out, and I was up. No, if I'll tell you, if you don't hear from me by next Friday, the whole thing's off.
I will give you a good spanking. In a business way, of course. wish you'd stop being playful.
Oh, so sorry. Sorry. You know, this is the first time in years I've ridden Piggyback.
This isn't Piggyback.
Of course it is.
You're crazy.
I remember distinctly my father taking me for a piggyback ride.
And he carried you like this, I suppose?
Yes.
Your father didn't know beans about piggyback riding. I bet there isn't a good piggyback rider in your whole family. I never knew a rich man yet who could piggyback ride.
You're prejudiced. Society, outside of a kennel.
Must you flirt?
Well, I don't have to, but I find it natural.
Suppress it.
Brain of humor in you. There's not a laugh in you. Everybody else laughs at it, not you. What's so funny about this?
Who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
That's what I want to find out.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
You got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing there?
Yes.
You got a pitcher on the team?
Naturally.
What's the pitcher's name?
No, what is on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
You knew when you came in that the audition was over, that Eve was your understudy, playing that childish little game of cat and mouse.
Not mouse, never mouse. If anything, rat.
Well, I was found.
Found?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Judge, a girl needs a little time to think. Won't you tell me what I ought to say?
I am? Yes, I am.
I knew it. I could tell. You look married.
Actually, my wife and I are separated.
Oh.
Well, what I mean is separated in the sense that she went away for the summer.
Oh.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.